To all my brothers in Sicarri who are hurt, I love you niggas. I wouldn't trade none of you niggas for the world. If y'all got to bag up, I understand. Unlike other situations, I'm not gonna have the harsh judgment that I would, because I understand the gravity of this situation. I understand, how negative of a look this is. And it was an honor serving you niggas, honor teaching you niggas. Man, this shit is my life, man. And I put you niggas before my kids, nigga. I put you niggas before everything, man. I put you niggas before everything, man. I put you niggas before everything, bro. Before everything.
All right, y'all. A lot of brothers is happy to see this man, get his, so to say, right? A lot of brothers is happy to see this man, so-called finally get his. Because this guy has ruffled feathers. But one thing about it is this, like, I'm gonna put it like this. This ain't this guy right here. I don't follow the Sicarri or the Hebrew Israelite camps. They're not my go-to group, you know what I'm saying? And it's mainly because of this particular man, Hakatu, but mainly this guy right here, right? Because there's certain things that he do that make me look at him funny. Like, man, why would you do that? In my opinion, he has an ulterior motive. Like, he be socializing with people that just don't make no sense. Adam 22, be socializing with, back in the day, I first stopped dealing with this guy when he used to fuck with Sonetta TV. That right there was red flag. Like, okay, this dude right here, he's trying to be famous. He's trying to like clout up. He using this Hebrew thing as a means of popularity and gaining money. And he sells a lot of things, so it kind of made me like not really get down with the Sicarri, because it's like this, like, have your own money, have your own business. If you preach, preach, and then have a business outside of preaching. If you're a preacher and you make beats and you're a producer, produce your beats. If you sell clothes and you're a fashion designer, have that, right? You're a truck driver, be a truck driver, bro. But don't use the truth as a means to get in a nigga head so you could sell your product. And I just felt like they were doing that at the Sicarri. And I still do, like selling T-shirts, hats, fringes, books, all type of stuff. They made the truth a marketplace. So based off that alone, I never trusted this guy, right? But when you get around all of the personal things about this dude, this guy was, well, I ain't gonna say was, he does teach you the majority core essence of what the Bible is telling you to do, right? So like the Bible tell you, do what they say and not as they do. Don't be doing what they doing, but do what they saying, because they telling you the real, and I do respect this man for that aspect, right? It don't make me happy to see this dude crying, bro. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. I'm not happy about this. This doesn't make, yeah, nigga, told you. All that shit you was talking about the elders of GMS, nigga. Told you, nigga. That ain't the spirit I'm in. And this guy had a lot of choice words for his leaders, because this dude was a member of GMS. And he turned and he bit the hand that fed him. And he talked about those men that were more seasoned than he was. They were older, and they're the ones that showed him the ropes, and they taught him a lot of the things that he knows. For instance, the MOB, Mark of the Beat, you know, he teaches it's that chip. And where did he get that from? GMS. A lot of these Israelite camps don't teach that. You know what I'm saying? They don't teach us the chip. They think that it's the way that you think and philosophy and it's Christianity. Even though it clearly tells you no, it's going to be an item that is put underneath your skin and you're going to need it in order to buy or sell anything. That's not nothing. That's not a philosophy. But this dude understands that, right? And his core teaching comes from GMS. But he did used to throw them under the bus. And he would, oh, you a petty. He would call Elder Taharin and petties and all type of crazy shit, and this guy has been doing things over the years that lets me know, okay, I wouldn't follow this man. I listen to what he's saying, but I don't follow him, right? And it's not just him. It's a lot of camps that's like that. Nate's another one. Like I wouldn't. I don't trust Nate. You know what I'm saying? He has a humongous ulterior motive. These type of dudes got big ass ulterior motive. So an ulterior motive is basically like in this particular scenario is, okay, why is he teaching the Bible? And then you could say, well, he's teaching it because he just loved the Lord. Nah, man, like when you getting millions of fucking dollars and you selling a product and you having million man marches like the Nation of Islam and shit, that's a motive to me. To me, that's motivation to do something that you might not naturally do. In Nate's case, he used to sell breakdowns. So he was always into making money off the truth, right? I remember watching that guy back in the day and he would be trying to sell stuff. And he also was in Elder Tahar's camp. Nate and Elder Tahar were not equals. Nate was ranked under him and he was a part of his camp. And Nate does not acknowledge that. So for me, that made me not trust him. Like, okay, wait a second. Now you're trying to act like you never even learned under these dudes. And then you call them the bum camp. So he talks shit about him. And I see that a lot in Al-Azhar. Al-Azhar learned under these dudes. Then it's like the old Chinese movie. Like when you at the dojo and you learn under your master teach you all these skills. And now your master, he's older. Normally the master at the dojo is older, right? It's an old guy. He got all grays and shit. And, he got maybe have a hunchback. He's an old man and you young in your prime. So you take all this kung fu and then you come back and fight the master that taught you with it, which is the ultimate dishonor. So I can't honor a guy that learns at the dojo and then returns and disrespect his teachers, right? Bite the hand that fed him, who brought him in that life. And this is a trademark of this guy that is going through these issues right now. And like I said, not only him, Nate, Nate as well. I don't trust Nate. He's getting too much money. He's telling you the mark of the beast. It ain't that, and to me, it's no way in hell that you can't see that. He don't want to teach the Lord's name. So these guys, Gehenna and those guys talking about, oh man, take the jab, go ahead, take it. And those people took that, and a lot of those people ain't around no more, or they are dealing with some health issues behind trusting this dude. And they also tell you over there at the ISUPK to take that chip. So these guys, they're blatantly off. And then you look at a group like GMS and you say, okay, what is this dude's motive? GMS must have an ulterior motive too. Well, GMS, they're not advertising, so they're not monetized on their videos. See, these cats' videos is monetized. They got YouTube monetization. They're selling shit. They're, meeting with people and sitting down with people they have no business interacting with, people that is known Satanist, known African paganist. GMS, on the other hand, you can't go and buy a GMS t-shirt. There's no website selling one, right? GMS does not have YouTube monetization enabled, and they're getting paid off ads. Every 4 minutes an ad pops up, right? They're not selling books. They're not selling t-shirts. They ain't selling fringes and starter pack. Nate, I remember when I first came into the truth, Nate had starter kit packages. Them shits was like $250. You know what I'm saying? To buy a board, with the tribes on it. This dude been making money. He's been doing things that make you scratch your head and wonder, on top of the fact that he's a New York City detective. So to be ranked and, elevated to detective status, that's a serious thing. Like, damn, how'd you do that? So these camps be having things going on. Is that to say GMS is perfect? No. I ain't gonna say that. You got members of every organization that's sincere and insincere, including the Sicarri, including IS, IIUC. I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Israel United, IUIC, right? It's some sincere guys in there. It's probably a few sincere guys in ISUPK. It's a little harder to believe because the things that they be saying, and it's like, man, how do you read the Bible and come to that conclusion? But it's probably some brothers in there that's sincere as well. ISUPK. It's a Benjamite brother I like to watch. You know what I'm saying? But all these congregations got secure people that are sincere and insincere people. It's the leaders though. The leaders are corrupt. You know what I'm saying? From what I understand. Now this guy crying, I don't laugh at that. I don't think it's funny. I'm not here to kick dirt in his eyes while he's on his hands and knees trying to regain his balance at all. But my takeaway from this is this, guys. That's why I always tell y'all, don't be out here over loving on these women. Don't be out here trusting on these women and all of that shit. You see what I'm saying? Have some self-respect, have some self-love. This dude said some important stuff in his video. He said that the woman that he's with looks down on black men, and he like women that got a mouth. So he wants to attach himself and love on a woman that looks down on his race, right? He likes disrespectful women. So, I mean, if you like a life of crime, eventually the shit catches up with you, right? Because this is what you want. You wanted that. So she's doing what she's doing. She's running her mouth because that's a turn on you. You like a woman that talk to you any old kind of way and disrespect the shit out of you. Look down on you like you a fucking peon. And you got men that's like that. And that's why the Bible say, like, I forget how to quote it perfectly, but they said there'd be a thing that I don't know. I believe one of them was in the way of a man with his maid. Like, meaning the way of a man and his woman, like that, I can't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it. Because me personally, I'm the total opposite. Like, if I get an inkling, if I get any type of a hint that a woman looks down on me, all hell breaks loose for her ass. I'm looking at that bitch like she got 3 heads. Like, ugh. I'm looking at her ass like she got male genitalia. I'm looking at her like this is a transformer. You see, if she fixes her mouth against me in any type of way, I'm on some David activity with her ass. I'm looking at her like David. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? She better not say shit slick. No, none of that shit. That shit ain't cute. It's not a turn on. It's not even gonna work. If we try to fuck, it's not even gonna work. Right? Not to be graphic. It's not even gonna work, man. Shit ain't gonna stand up for her. See, I'm the total opposite. But every man has his flaws, so I'm not kicking this brother because that's his particular flaw. My particular flaw ain't his. It may be something that I'm flawed in that he excels at, and that's not a problem for him. You know what I'm saying? And I listened to something else he said, he just want to make it right with her. No, hell no. She should be wanting to make it right with you. You see? I just want to be able to hug her, man. I just see that's the trademark of weak leadership, in my opinion. See, I can't follow a guy that woman could break him like that. You understand? Your woman could say some shit and you just all sad and emotional, wishing you could see her again. Hell no, brother. Nah, I can't follow no man like that because it doesn't resonate with me. You see, if I was a certain type of dude, that wouldn't bother me, right? Because I'm the same way. Nah, man, these women hurt you. Hey, I'm not here to say I'm a fucking robot. I deal with a woman that has hurt me, right? I've dealt with women that has hurt me. I've dealt with a woman where you can't trust her. You leave her ass alone, she'll be in another nigga car. And then you really, in your mind, is like, it's over with for this broad. I don't want to deal with her. But you want to deal with her. But in your heart and your mind, you know you don't need to be dealing with her. But you have a sexual attraction to this woman, or you've known this woman so long to the point she's now become part of your life. She's part of your family. So things are easier said than done. It ain't just quite easy to just walk away from the woman that day and just be alone and never answer any of her calls again because you caught her ass out with another nigga. Logically, you should, though. And that's, in my mind, it's like, hey, man, I understand, but at the same time, have some self-respect, have some strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, have some self-respect. and say, hell no, woman. I ain't going for that shit. You gonna respect me. You gonna respect me because I respect me. And if you don't, your ass is gonna get replaced. Now these brothers had a Passover, or I forgot what it was. They had it at a gentleman's bar. So my thing is, like, y'all go to the club, y'all around these hoes. Look, man, if your woman is a freaky deviant, she's talking about pegging you and shit, and she wants to be able to dominate you in the bedroom and do all this weird shit. Hey, that's some shit that you could experience with a hoe. That's my opinion. My opinion is, shit, you might as well get you a freaky ass, sexy red ass bitch. You might as well go out here and get you a off duty porn star and do some really over the top freaky shit. At least you're controlling the situation. See, they made fun of Elder Tahar because he was saying, prostitution, and they would pay for a prostitute or whatever the fuck. I don't remember how he said it, but they made fun of him for that. But my thing is this, right? A woman that wants to peg you and you know what? And you talking about you give, that's something else he said in this video. He said he give her money every week. So you paying her every week to disrespect you, put your business out there, and desire and demand to be able to stick something up your you know what every week. I mean, not every week, but she wants to be able to dominate you, basically, to the point where you admitted that she purchased the kit to peg you. She actually purchased that shit. It came to your house and you said it came up missing, man. I don't play like it came up missing. No, she would have came up missing, nigga. And I don't mean to hurt her or do nothing to her. That mean her ass would have been the fuck out of there. Kids or not, hell no, bitch. You living over there. What is this? Excuse me. Hey, baby, come here. Let me talk to you. What is this? Yeah, I just got a delivery today. Explain. No, explain it, motherfucker. Explain yourself. I would have took that shit out the package and I would have demanded the explanation. Bitch, what the fuck is this in here, ho? And what you planning to do with that? Huh? Because I know my dick works. So what are you planning to do with this, motherfucker? Who you think you about to be running up in? Is you out of your fucking mind? See, that's another level of disrespect. So this woman has no respect for you. She should be terrified to buy any type of object and be considering trying to stick it up in you. A pegging kit. See, she's looking at you like a bitch. I'm just going to be straight up. She's looking at you like a bitch. You got that long ass hair and you're emotional. You're crying for us, but you probably cried for her multiple times. And in that video, you were, showing that you were texting her, trying to make it right, pretty much begging to get back in her good graces. See, now she's looking at you like a bitch. Because what you got to realize is that same woman you doing that for, it's another nigga that she would do that for. See, she likes men because she's talking to you like that. And she's a woman, so she's inherently evil. So if she has a cell phone, she probably got an Instagram. She probably has a Facebook. She has to, because she was able to contact niggas that you're not even cool with. Niggas that you are on odds with. So she's contacting your so-called ops, right? These people that oppose you, she contact them and she's pillow talking with these guys about you, telling you what's going on, telling them what's going on in your house and showing screenshots to these dudes to the point they could bring you out and make mockery of you. And you said that she said she would do it under one circumstance. It can be no private counsel. It has to go straight to the internet. So this woman wants to expose you and she wants to use your friends to do it. See, a woman like that has no respect for you. And who knows what she do in your absence. Because I feel like if a woman would sit down with your friends and do that, what else would she sit down with your friends and do? Probably bring them in your house and do some other shit with them too. And get her rocks off. And you will come on home and like nothing happened. Because that's intimate shit right there, to be talking sexually. See, she's talking to other men about encounters that you and her had, and this is sexual talk. She's not talking about, oh, he beats me, I'm scared for my life, and I don't got nothing, nowhere to go, I don't know what to do, I just need another man to protect me and understand what I'm saying. That's not what it is. These are sexual. Your woman is having sexual conversations with your so-called enemies, in the truth. Right? So a woman like that, see, there's men out here that she wouldn't do that shit to. She's doing it to you because she's comfortable with you. She got you by the ball. She got your kids. She know you in love with her. And now she just letting it all hang out. So the lesson from this, guys, is don't give your heart to a woman. She will bring you to a piece of bread. You loving on that woman, you need to love on the Most High, love on yourself, and she gets whatever's left, right? Because these women will forsake you and make a fool out of you in front of your congregation and break you. Many kings have been brought down by these women. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, this is not a joyful thing for me to see this brother crying. This is not joy. This is a grown man. Sicarri's in his 30s, man. This is a grown man, and he is crying over some shit that this woman has done. She has fucked up his relationship with his brothers, fucked up his standings, his respect level. When he go outside, he'll never be looked at the same as he was looked at a couple months ago before this came out. When he go outside, that's that dude that, yeah, nigga, his woman be pegging him in his ass. You see what I'm saying? So this is something, whether they believe it or not, it's a thought. And she has stained this guy's reputation. And that's what they'll do. These women will stain your reputation. So love on them at a distance, especially a guy like this. He getting money. You got so-called acknowledgement. You have fame. You did all these things. You went against your elders. But God has a special way of correcting men and humbling men. And he humbled him with that woman. You know what I'm saying? Humbled that guy. You know? My thing is, get your own place. Elder Tahar tells you this. Get your own place. Some of you brothers can't do that because you live in crazy states. You live in damn Los Angeles. You live in Chicago. You live in New York City. Your own place may be unobtainable for the level of income that you make. And for you, I understand, bro. I'm not here to kick you while you down either, bro. If you can't afford to have your own place and you got to share a house with a woman, do what you got to do. But pray, and pray fervently. Pray often and stay strong, brother. Stay strong and realize that that woman has a purpose and use her accordingly. Don't abuse the purpose. Because this guy right here loving on that woman and begging her and all of that. No, don't worship a woman. Don't be begging her. My advice is to have a couple of them. Have a couple women. Don't be wrapped up in one. Because you wrapped up with her, she wrapped up with another nigga somewhere. You chasing a woman that's chasing a dude that's chasing his goals. You see what I'm saying? She playing games with you that she would not play with the right type of guy. She just got you figured out, G. And that's the lesson you guys should take home from this. The lesson you guys should take home from this is don't look. Look at this. The lesson that should be learned from this is don't trust these women. They are not with you. That's it. These women are not with you in 2025 and on. They haven't been for the past who knows when. These women are turn on your ass and try to expose you and make a fool out of you. So I ain't going to stretch this out. You know, sad day, man. Sad day. This dude did a lot of things he ought not have done. And trusting in that woman is one of them. Shalom, y'all.